And joining us now from the UK is Dr. Muhammad MUNIR. He is a virologist and lecturer in biomedicine at Lancaster University. Thank you, doctor, for being with us. One of the things that we keep hearing nations asking people to do is, if you are an elderly person, to stay inside and to limit contact with them. Do you have any advice for how that can be accomplished, like how people can still stay in some contact with loved ones, get groceries and things like that?
Yes, well, indeed, as we all know by now that people with elderly cohort, they are the most vulnerable group. And isolating them within home is, of course, very inconvenient, and especially at that age when the need would be to go for the grocery, to do other daily life activities. But really, the point here is that they are the most vulnerable group, and more isolation is done, especially at that point of the time when we know the community spread is very common. The disease is spreading within the community unnoticed. That is really the critical point, to safeguard this vulnerable group, because if they are protected, we know that adults are very good in coping the infection, and the children are not really highly likely to have a dangerous impact of this infection. So overall scenario would be better.
But we are seeing a lot of countries closing schools. So even if children are not highly impacted by this virus, why is that something that we keep seeing?
So when we talk about closing schools, basically we are not just talking about children themselves. We are talking about having contacts with pick and drop between the parents. We're talking about the school teachers. We're talking about the staff that work at the school. All the whole scenario itself would pose risk for the spread of the infection. But at the same time, children with some underlying causes, they would be in the same school, so they are at the risk regardless at their age. So overall, school gathering is one of the risk factors for the spread of this infection. So having a check on would have a positive impact onto the overall disease.
Dr. Muhammad MUNIR from Lancaster University, thank you so much for clearing up those points for us.